Hi, everybody. Sandy here, and Jenny's here with me. Like usual, we're here to do another episode of Chicks Talking Pics, hopefully to benefit and help you learn a little bit more about what the judges are looking for in images. There's so much more to it than what we discuss, but we do our best to add little things here and there while we're talking.
Or
So,
even just to improve your images for your own
yeah,
benefit.
yeah. Just if you want to hang them on your wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll point something out that you can never unsee.
Yeah,
We're
there
good
you
at
go.
that. So you better
So
fix
you
it.
want to get it before you print it.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. All right, let's go with the first one. This is a good one. I like this one. It's very nice. The maker did a really good job of separating the squirrel from the background, the complementary colors of the background. It's sitting on a natural perch, and I don't know if it has something in his hands or it's just kind of, got its hands together. I don't see any food in there, but
Mm-mm.
maybe he just put something in his mouth, he, she, whatever it is. The only thing I have a little bit of an issue with is the stems, the three stems in front of the squirrel
Mm-hmm.
that are a little annoying. I don't know if you can see all three of those, but here's a tip of one of them. I mean, it goes all the way down here. This one, not so much. And then this is the tip of the other one that's kind of broken off. Or maybe it's chewed off. I don't know. Maybe
Hmm.
this,
Good
but
point.
I think the maker could have stepped over just, a couple of inches or a foot and eliminated those completely from the distracting from being in front of the squirrel.
Yeah.
Um, Go
Yeah.
ahead,
I
Jenny.
mean, overall, I do love this image. I think it seems a little dark overall. Maybe it's just the Zoom presentation. Could be lightened up a little, but it does have a nice catch light in the eye and cute little expression and yeah, background's nice. And yeah, it's just the little twigs there in front that really would mark it down a little bit in, take it from being a really exceptional image to not quite as exceptional.
Mm. Yeah, what do you think about doing a vertical crop of this?
um, I think it would feel too tight if
Mm.
you
Yeah,
kept it this
maybe.
way and cropped it in. I like the space it has on its base. I mean, I think you could come in a little on the tail side, but
Mhm.
um, yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know that it would benefit too much from vertical because there's not a lot of verticality to accentuate.
except those three stems that
Yeah.
are in the way.
Yeah.
Um, the left, the background in the left, it doesn't bother me because it's so out of focus. I really don't, it doesn't
Hmm.
bother me. But I do
Yeah.
like the background on the right a little bit better. So, again, if you'd step to the left a little bit, I think it would have been a cleaner image. It's nice and tack sharp. I think you've done a great job at in exposure. Catch light in the eye is great. I think you've used a really good depth of field. Let's see what those settings are. And f4.5. Yeah, I think that works for this image. And 1/2000th of a second, maybe a little bit too much, but if that's where you were, that's where you were. ISO 3200. I don't see any noise in it. So I think you did a really good job.
Mm-mm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, as opposed to this squirrel.
Almost
Let's
the
go back.
same pose.
Almost. I'm going to go back to the other squirrel. Different squirrel.
Yeah, this one's definitely
Yeah.
redder. Um, his tail's a little more interesting coming up over his head like that.
Yeah.
And this one doesn't have those distracting elements of the sticks, and it's kind of got itself wedged into a position
Yeah.
there. And again, the background's really nice. The only thing that's catching my eye, and you do still have an annotation line on the screen. I don't know if you
Oh, do
noticed that.
I? Oh, let me get rid of that. That was my glasses.
There's that white branch that's down in the bottom right that's behind the main
This
branch.
one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Other than,
that one doesn't bother me so much.
yeah, it's not that big a deal. And again, a nice catch light. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, here's a little thing that bothers me right under the chin.
Now, is that
What is that?
space?
Is
I
it
mean, is it
space?
just an empty space between the paws and the chin?
Who knows? I would take it out if I were
Yeah,
that.
I mean, you're not gonna, if it's gone, then it's not gonna catch your eye and you're not gonna miss it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got to get rid
And
of
now I
those.
can't unsee it. Thank you.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was talking about. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Now, we had discussion on whether or not to take out the this up here.
Oh, yeah.
If you could, if you can, if the rules allow, um, I think if you can mask that squirrel and all those little tiny furs, then you're a better man than I am. I don't usually try to do that much work to an image. So,
It's getting pretty easy to do that, though. You
yeah,
can
that's
use
what I
some of
heard.
the AI masking, and it does a pretty good job with hair. Yeah.
So the AI masking, it's AI. You're using AI. I mean, so beware if judges don't
Yeah,
allow
but
it,
that's
competition doesn't allow it.
usually the issue is not with regenerative AI, it's with
Yeah,
I never can remember the name, where you're actually prompting AI.
yeah,
And that's where at least the fair has draws the line.
yeah. Good. Very good expression, catch light, all that stuff. Love it. Love this little guy. Background, beautiful. Oops, here we go. F45, 1/1000th of a second. ISO 200, 2000. Nice. All right. This was a big hit. This was a really nice scene. Very beautiful scene. Is it my turn? I don't want to step on your toes, Jenny.
um, yeah, no, we did talk about this for quite a while, these handhills, and it's a nice environmental portrait with the, um, very recognizable background, and it kind of has different layers to it. You have the trees and the grasses and the birds.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. There's a lot to look at with each bird doing something different. It's just kind of a nice, you know, uh, environmental scene. I don't know what else to say. I mean,
Yeah,
we were discussing maybe cutting down on the sky a bit, but
we
yeah,
were.
I think someone mentioned that. I don't know. I don't know that you need all the sky since it's kind of plain anyway.
Oh, I like it.
You like
I
it?
like the sky in there. Yeah, I like the sky in there. There's so much going on here, like you said. It's the foreground, the middle ground, the background, and even further back, the sky area. The birds are all, like you said, doing something different. I did point out that when I look at this a lot closer, the depth of field doesn't keep all the birds sharp.
Mm.
So I think the sharpest birds are the two that are getting ready to fly off. And that depth perception, you better be pretty close to right on with that. I fail a lot of times with it. Let me just tell you, I mean, I would shoot this at a F11 or maybe somewhere 13 or something. I don't mind the trees are a little soft, but I want all those sandhill cranes to be sharp. And I don't think they all are in this image. I think they're sharp enough if you print this big and hang it on a wall and people aren't pixel peeping. I think it's great. I think it's a great image. I I love the pano about it, the feel, the elongated canvas. The only thing and now after looking at this a couple of different times was this right here. This guy stops all the forward movement.
Mm.
He's like, huh? What's going on?
Well,
That's
but
too
he's
bad.
kind of mirrored by the guy at the end in the same pose.
Oh yeah, I guess. I guess. All right, I'll let it go. I won't
I
say
don't,
anything about that.
but yeah, he does stop the forward momentum,
Yeah,
but that also keeps you in the frame. So, you know, I don't know.
that's true. Yeah. I think maybe it's a little flat, maybe
Yeah.
um, just a little S curve, a little more contrast in not everywhere, but in certain areas. I think that would help. So I do like it. And let's see what the maker uh, did this at a f6.3 and 1/3200th of a second at ISO 1000. So 3200th of a second would have caught these in flight very nicely. So I think that's why the maker was probably at 1/3200th of a second to stop some flight action, which is about ready to happen. I'm sure she followed those birds off into the distance. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing. All right. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So this one has something we were talking about off camera.
Yeah.
Cute little rabbit drinking out of a puddle. I love the reflection of it lapping up the water. It's got the angles of the cement kind of give it a little bit of a framing element. Not too many distracting elements. One of the things we did discuss a little bit was the addition of the digital stroke, that line that borders the frame. That is, if you are going to enter it in something, you have to check because a lot of times that's not allowed. And personally, I don't think it adds anything to the image to do that. But I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think,
What are your opinions on it, Sandy?
well, I think if it is allowed, you have to abide by the rules. It's usually 1 or 2 stroke, no larger. You don't want um to, get disqualified or anything. But the only time I use it is when I have like a very dark scene and I'm going to be showing it on a dark screen. And now you can't identify the edges of your frame. Then I might put a light stroke around that. That's about the only time I use a stroke on an image. I don't put it in here like it's framed. Um, yeah, just check your rules before you do anything like that. Um, I like the fact that this is all happening over a light part of the water. Had
Mm,
this bunny been over here, not would not have worked at all
right.
for me. So good.
Mhm.
So when you're actually shooting, you've got to notice those things, or you're not going to be successful with an image like this. It's just too much of a merge in color. Um, if that bunny was over to the right anymore.
Yeah,
Great catch, light and eye.
you
Go ahead.
completely lose the reflection if it was up against the darker
Right. Yeah.
part. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely wouldn't be as strong.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I do like this. I'm not sure that I wouldn't have cropped it somewhere here so that this white wasn't so distracting.
Mm. Yeah.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Just a thought
Yeah.
after seeing that a
I
second
agree.
time. So, all right. And so the F50, F5, 1/250th of a second, taking a chance on that. That bunny could have started running or doing an ISO 800. So good. Nicely done. Oh yeah, and this one. Love it.
Hmm.
Love it. Love the wing position, the feathers fanned out, the light coming from the left on this kestrel. Beautifully done. Nice dark blue background. Um, very nice. Good stare, good look for the kestrel. You can see all the feet on a natural perch. Just really, really pretty. I don't know what else to say about this one. Go ahead.
No, and just having the angle, the diagonal gives a
Mhm.
feeling of a lot more power. Um, yeah, and the tail fanned out. It's just really, really a nice image.
Yeah, just beautiful. Beautiful. Can you hear my husband in the background? I hope not. Okay. F71, that's great. Great depth of field. You're getting from the beak all the way to the back feather. I mean, just that works perfect. 1/2500th of a second. You're anticipating flight. So that was a good, I mean, I personally, I would have been up a little bit higher than that because I would have wanted to stop every part of the action, which you did in this circumstance. But if that bird would have flown off, you might have gotten a little more in focus. Anyway, ISO 320. Very nice. Love it. And here's another one.
Yeah, another kestrel.
Yeah.
This one's got a great story because obviously it caught a little frog, has dinner. It's got a nice soft quality to it. Obviously, the perch is a little more man-made. That distracts a little bit from it, but again, you got the bird at a nice angle. I think it has enough space around it. Yeah. Nice
Yeah.
catch light.
Poor little frog. I just have to say, that is so sad.
Oh,
Um,
but the bird's happy.
the bird's happy. Yeah. But look at the detail in the frog, his little
Yeah.
legs here, and oh my gosh. Um, great pose. Yeah, too bad this is kind of cut off. It wasn't more natural. But I am a little suspicious
Oh, I didn't see that earlier.
of this
Yeah.
right back here. Let me get rid of that so you can see it
Yeah,
all right.
some bad masking. The feathers below that are very fuzzy too.
Yeah.
The leg feathers and the bottom of the tail are very fuzzy and give it a very soft feel. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah, I wonder, just be careful on your masking. Everything else looks great, and that might be natural. But it just looks, I'm a little suspect. Just a
Yeah,
little,
it looks a little artificial.
yeah. Now, I personally would take this little white spot out. It's just a little tiny thing that I would take out. So anyway, now that you see it, you can't unsee it.
Nope.
All right. And this was taken at f5.6, 2500th of a second, ISO 200. Beautiful, beautiful capture. Great story. Diagonal again. Beautiful background. So much going for these images today. So much good stuff going for them. So thank you for sending them in. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you want us to review any of your images, we'd sure like to do that. So we're always looking for images to, give feedback on, even if it's something very specific and you want us to look at, just say the eye of this image. Tell me how I might improve the eye. Just write it in your notes in your email and send it to chickstalkingpics@gmail.com. 1920 pixels on the long side and in JPEG format. And we'd love to see some of your images.
And we'd love if you subscribe to the channel and go ahead and hit the little bell, and you'll be notified next time we put out a new episode.
Yeah, you're welcome to check our websites out and comment on
Yep.
any of the episodes we have going. All right.
Great.
Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.